We straight. We on. We rolling. All ready?
Yep.
Hey.
Big VA energy.
Big VI energy.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Another one.
You know when them island boys stepping out, the gal them need those.
Okay.
She loving the accent, but fuck all of that, show me the freak hoes.
Okay.
I know that we loud as fuck, but that's only the weed smoke. Invite mans to the club and we might show up wearing beach clothes. I'm still sending shots out, boy, them things is free throws. Don't pass me the rock, cause I retire players like D-Rose. Pull up a seat and watch no. As I get in beast mode.
Okay.
You know man a hot boy, walk by me, you might catch a heat stroke. Okay, let's talk about it. Every islander in a Jamaican. Okay, let's talk about it. None of these men in the game wish they were Jamaican.
Let's talk about it.
A lot of them probably Bayesian, they could be Haitian, even Bahamian. So much that we look like an invasion. Might see a whole heap of we from the USVA if you dare me to share my location. When you see a 5-star chef cooking, just give me an apron.
Hey.
Look, I am the radar now, tripping like I am vacation. Makaveli the dog now, put my new album in your rotation.
Hey.
Only rapper that giving my people them hope. I moved to the A back when I was broke. Them mothers contact, we come here and I board. This fuck is a joke.
Hey.
12 gold Gucci chain looking like I about to move some dope. VI in this mother skunt, don't act like your ass ain't broke.
Hey.
My accent too strong, subtitle me bitch. She said she a 10, I give she a 5 or a 6. She wanna sing in the bright lights for the right price, I could write you a hit. Rihanna man down and pour it up if you forget who I is.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, obviously I ain't new to the game. Swap on the ones try act brand new. When your boy come true, don't margin me lane. Ain't gotta do from Bright City, your best act like you hard on my name. She want me to book her flight, no but white, but I put a board on a plane. White.
Facts. Hey, put a board on the plane. I'll stop playing around, man. WTG, back with another one.
Yo.
Back with another one. Hey,
Yes.
we dash these away.
Legend
Let me
in
dash
the
these.
building.
Let me dash these away, man.
Dash these
Oh,
headphones.
gosh,
Quick,
man.
Get this thing
Well,
rolling, man.
Timo,
Another
you didn't tell us you
episode.
were coming with the hits.
Yeah man,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
headphones and bun up now.
Man. Welcome to another episode of With the Green Podcast. This your boy, the coolest breeze in the West Indies. Reno in the house. Island Fine, LA, the manager is with us. You know what I'm
Period.
saying?
Big
Making an
fuego.
appearance.
Big
And you
fuego.
don't know the big goat himself.
Oh, God.
Man, stop playing with him,
For the
man.
legend.
You are hearing on the intro.
Timo Makaveli.
Killing the place on the intro.
Yes,
Timo Makaveli in the judgment house. Man, I'll stop playing
The
with him.
music's so hot. Oh, gosh.
Timo in this mother scunt for real,
Yes.
for real.
Yes.
Now I have to say that again. Timo in this mother scunt for real. And with the grain, man, we play
Yeah.
no games. So you feeling, man, boy? You feeling
I
good?
good. I feel good, man. I bless.
Yeah,
Bless.
I'm
feeling
happy to
irie.
be here, you know?
Man, we happy to
Happy
have
to
you.
have you. We love
Yeah,
you.
man. Thanks for having me, man. Yeah, it's much appreciated.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate the man for pulling up for sure. Like, nah, that's a big moment. Like,
Wow.
it's a monumental moment.
No,
I
for
can't
sure.
wait to show this to my parents. My dad is going to be so proud of me. Listen.
Yeah.
Like,
No, this is a full circle moment for real
my
because
dad
it's
is going
like
to be so happy.
it's like that. Like from time we insane fan cool and like we listening to ghetto youths them struggling for real dog. And from
Real.
then we following the journey, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like we see it, man. I know you here to tell it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, for sure, for
Shit,
sure.
really crazy because if you think about it, this is a lot of VI people in check. Like,
Yeah.
we literally follow the journey. You know what I mean? And, like, you're sitting next to the fans for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
Like,
then for you to be from St. Thomas is just, it's amazing to me. I'm from St. Thomas, so it's just like watching you make it and just do all these amazing things. It's a blessing. I was like, yeah, it's indescribable. Very, very proud of your success. Like,
No,
I'm
for
so
real.
happy for you. Like, there's so many people that are so happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. All the love is much appreciated, man. You know, to be honest, a lot of it is still surreal to me, you know.
Yeah?
know? Yeah. A
You
lot of
feel
it
so?
is still, you know, I think, you know, like when you are a dreamer and you have something that you dreaming towards and you dedicate majority of your life towards whatever that dream is, is majority of your journey where you feel like things just ain't seeming like it gonna ever go your way.
Vibe.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
Vibe, yeah.
So, you know, at the time when the blessings them actually do start coming and you do start receiving all them blessings, you know, sometimes it could still be a little hard to believe. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
surreal
wait, hold
for
on,
me.
like somebody acknowledging something that I do, like,
Yeah.
that's surreal.
Yeah.
Cause I spent so many years,
Yeah.
you know, not being acknowledged for
Not-
certain things.
Facts.
You know, so
Facts.
yeah.
That's crazy because a lot of times, you know, dreamers like you said, they be chasing a dream and they pour like a time limit on the chase. No man, I been running too long. Now, how the hell me reach where I need? Man, they saying for me. And they just give up on their dream.
Not everybody built for it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the reality. Like, and I say this all the time. Like, a lot of people say they want it, and saying you want it sounds good, right? Sounds great.
Yeah.
You know, but to actually live that
Yeah.
is a whole different story, because wanting it literally means you have to be willing to risk losing everything,
Everything.
Everything.
and it don't necessarily mean that you're gonna lose everything.
Yeah.
But that's a possibility,
But you gotta risk it.
and you have to be okay with that. Walking into this saying, I want this. You know what I mean? And, you know, again, not everybody cut out for that. And, you know, if you know you are not cut out for that, then don't waste nobody's time.
Man, fucks, man. 10 minutes into the
You can't
10
get your
minutes
time
into
back.
the app, man, and you done drop in gems, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know what I mean? We appreciate it for sure. I just here taking it all in because
Yeah,
man.
we doing our own thing too, same way we got a podcast, you know what I mean? So it's sometimes we'd be like, man, we doing this head for so long, and it's like white taste. But when we have people like you sitting across the table from we, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Even though you're the one telling we about the vibes, about the journey, it's like at the same time, it's
We
like, okay,
on our
we're
journey
flipping
too.
it now.
Yeah.
We on our journey now.
But
Yeah.
see, but it's still a special thing. What are you doing, you know? Because what are you doing allows for people like me to be able to come on these type of platforms and tell our story in ways that we never were able to tell it before.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So and especially coming from the VI community, I think it's amazing.
No.
You know what I'm doing and why I started
Appreciate
here. Like
it,
this
man.
is
I
lit.
appreciate it.
Thank
I appreciate it. I appreciate
Thank you so
it.
much for
Big up,
being
big up,
here.
big up,
Like,
big up.
You know, absolutely. I'm happy to be here.
man, when I tell you this is a monumental episode,
Yes.
never will forget this.
Never. This
Like,
going in a book.
man,
You know what I
Yes.
mean? Top 3. Timo always gonna be in the
Top
top 3.
tier.
Rock City gonna always be in the top
Top
3, but for sure
tier
Timo.
artist.
Don't talk, definitely I always be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For a lot
man.
of we, you check. So like,
Yeah.
you know, we get into it, man.
For sure.
So, Makaveli, dog, newest album drop.
Yes.
Tell us about that. Dog. Tell us about that experience. Tell us about what was the reason that you even come up with that album? Like,
So, believe it or not, I have a lot of music like recorded and, you know, like unreleased stuff. And a lot of the times it'd be hard for me to find time to record music for myself because, you know, I still active as a songwriter, producer behind the scenes. So, you know, I'd be spending so much time in the studio working on, you know, everybody else's stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'll try squeeze in whatever time I get free to work on stuff for myself. So believe it or not, my album, Makaveli the Dog, was kind of put together like that.
Okay.
And like coming down to the last maybe few weeks of me trying to figure out exactly what all songs I'm going to use, what songs I ain't going to use. It was like maybe like 3 songs that end up making it like coming down to the final end of it. Ungrateful was one of them. What you gonna do is one of them.
Oh, snap.
And
Yeah.
I try and remember.
don't say about it, man.
you had some good picks, boy.
No,
Don't say about
I
it.
think Simmer Down.
Simmer down.
Yeah.
Simmer down, simmer down.
Yeah, Simmer Down
Hey,
almost
big
didn't
tune.
make it. And
Damn.
them 3 songs almost didn't make it.
Whoa.
And yeah, and I
I'm glad
put
you
those
made
on there. And then this, out of all the projects that I released, this project was probably my only nervous project to release.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it was my most personal project.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Anybody that know anything about me, even just from an outsider looking in, I am a what you call it? Like I internalize everything. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's rare for you to notice something wrong with me.
Okay.
You know, so a lot of the stuff that I talk about in a lot of them songs is stuff that I rarely would share with anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I could definitely feel it listening to the album.
That,
Yeah,
you know what?
You're
Yeah.
vulnerable. You definitely
Yeah.
vulnerable.
Yeah.
And you're talking your shit at the same time too.
yeah, you know. So
a perfect mix of everything.
and I felt like it was important at this point in my life to not just show, you know, like lyricism and style but also to show growth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And, you know, maturity, you know, not just as a man, but in the music as well. You know, and I listen to a lot of the music that come out of the VI, and it's a lot of the stuff that I like. And, you know, for me, I wanted to, you know, and I say it on one of the songs, I'm like, I wanted to release something that could hopefully just inspire people again, but inspire people in a different type of way, inspire people to dare them to be different, dare them to be true to who they actually is. You know what I mean? In the music, you know, like tell stories about real stuff that you actually experience outside of drama and violence. You know, is so much other things them that we experience, you know, as men, as women, that we could talk about. We might talk about it in conversation, but then we wouldn't share it in our music because we refuse to allow ourselves to be vulnerable, especially as men. You know what I mean? So again, for me, it's like, you know, the showing growth part side of the album for me, I was like, yo, like, it's okay to share vulnerability and talk about not just your wins but your losses too.
It is.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
That's
for sure.
smooth.
Yeah.
And I was like one of the godfathers of the Virgin Islands.
Because you are
You know what I'm saying?
like the big dog. I'm trying to tell you, you know you is the big bad boy.
You know what I'm saying? For you to
know you is.
for you to sit on and think and be like, hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I open my mouth, everybody gonna listen. So this is an opportunity for me to like not steer but like direct, give a little guidance, a little inspiration to the
Gems.
up and coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody that, you know, we looking at Timo, we looking at Rock City, you know what I mean? Like when we trying to like get to a certain point in music, you know what I mean? Because, you know, are you successful? I make it the farthest. And the next thing too, I always say this, people will be watching me crazy, like some of the people I run by with, because they don't know everybody from the Virgin Islands, right? Because I live Babylon, whatever. So they'll be like, who your top 5 rappers is? And they'll be like, you know, you don't know J. Cole. And they going down the list. And Timo to be in it. They'll be like, I'll be like, the reason why I have Timo in my top 5 of all time, not even just from the Virgin Islands.
Cole in my top 5 too, by the way.
Yeah.
Cole.
Check Cole now.
The lyricist is crazy.
Yeah, Cole is nice.
The reason, right, is because I feel like how I rate it is consistency. And to be honest, dog, like me even not because you from the same place I from, but you the don't miss, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like for
Every
real, like,
time you pop
like
up.
it don't matter. Like it could be calypso, it could be like a singing tune, it could be like I'd be in my head like, dog, this man really talented in this music thing. Like you know how to be versatile and make this heck sound good. You making a word, a phrase sound good, dog. You check what he's saying? So in my brain, like, no, for sure, he gonna always gotta be in my top 5 just off of his ability. You know what I mean? So
I
it's
appreciate
like,
that. Mean a lot, bro.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate that for sure.
I got a provoking question. I want to ask it.
Ask it. Ask the question.
I want
craziness.
to know who in your top 5.
Yes.
So it's hard,
I know.
right? But Cole is one of them.
Yeah.
Kendrick is one of them too.
Okay.
He be going hard.
Drake is one of them too.
Damn,
He
big
be going
tree.
in.
One time.
Let's get
His
it out there.
consistency
Let's
is
get it out
good.
there.
Yeah.
Jay,
Jesus.
Nas.
Okay.
Nas. Okay.
Yeah, that's probably my top 5.
Yeah.
But
It's a good answer.
it's hard, right, to have a top 5 because you know he's an 80s baby, so like I still have to recognize like Rakim. You know, like what Rakim did and how he changed the game and paved the way for a lot of other rappers to come after him.
Right. Get a man thinking, really. Get a
I
man
know,
thinking.
that's what I said.
Ice Cube.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
for sure.
When you talk about the West Coast and you talk about rappers
Yeah.
out of the West Coast, you can't talk about the West Coast without talking about Ice Cube.
Can't.
You wanna know what's funny? Me to cut you off, right?
No, you good,
But like,
yeah.
I watch couple Ice Cube interviews and like I get like similar mannerism. You know what I mean? Like how
Yeah,
I
you think
move.
so?
Yeah, man. Cause
Yeah.
they're interviewing right now and it's like how you moving. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no,
But,
I get mad respect for Cube,
yeah,
man.
Cube is a man.
And you
dog.
know, yo, me and my brother actually did a show on St. Thomas years ago. Ice Cube came there.
Yeah.
And performed, and we opened up for Ice Cube.
That's
That's
crazy.
dope.
Yeah, and we get to meet him and his wife. And, you know, this way, I doubt he would remember that, but we were kids, you know, like
Yeah.
elementary
Yeah.
school. But,
Man,
you know,
what?
just to be able to still be here and to be able to tell that story today, that, like, yeah, that's classic.
That's a classic.
Something.
Yeah. But back to the list. Cube.
Yeah.
Cube is, you know, Cube used to write, like, majority of the lyrics for them guys from NWA.
Yes.
Like, Cube is really that guy, man. Like,
No, for sure.
he paved the way for LA hip hop for real, for real.
Well thought, dope.
You know,
At this point, it's just a list of people like you
I
just
don't know,
like,
man.
you know
So
what I
many,
mean?
it's so many good
Yeah.
MCs too. You know, like Black Thought from the Roots.
Yes.
Like, he's in my top 10.
Yeah.
He up there, like,
Yeah, he up
you know, and people don't really talk about him much.
No,
and
people don't. Yeah, he knows.
He is one of those guys, like, you know, and you still have Mos Def, Kweli, like, and you know, that was an era, but still, you can't count those guys out.
No.
You can.
You know what I mean? So, you know, there's so many great ones, but you know, I name out my tops.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it is.
yeah, for sure.
Nobody can be mad at that, though.
Yeah.
for sure. you know what I
That
mean?
list legit. That
All
list
right,
legit.
cool. So go back to the album real quick. You talk about the ones that was almost left off. What's one of your favorite songs from the album? Like, it's like all his kids, you know, it's like, can't just tell you which one is. Wow, this is the point one, you know, but
I'm
just curious.
When the Smoke Clears and Intermission. Them is two of my favorites.
Intermission, boy.
Let me tell you, right? When I listen to Intermission, it's like I be in a trance, dog. Like I just looking straight, I ain't doing nothing else, dog.
Yeah, you just gotta listen.
It's freaking like you gotta just listen
You gotta
to
stop and
everything.
listen
You
to
know what I'm
every
saying?
word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know, I kind of put myself in the consumer mind space when I were working on that song. And that's why I started off with the intro, like saying what I saying in the beginning, like, yeah, this ain't one of them ones you listen to in the crib, like,
Yeah.
nah, you got ball up a nice one,
Blast
Yeah.
it.
hit the road, dog,
Yeah.
hit
Hit
play.
the road. That's
You know what? I love music like that. I love music where it's like I want to drive and listen to this in my car on loud blast, maybe ball up a joint like you say, and just vibe out, do my thing. I love that.
That's
Okay,
all that
it takes you somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
just zone out.
yeah, like and for me, I like to refer to it as like high vibration.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it put your mind just on a plain feel of able, you know, you damn near feel high just off the music. You know?
That's the perfect way to describe that tune, dog.
Yeah.
Intermission for real.
So we have episodes, you know, that we don't feel like that was our nastiest episode, but your episodes would be like, that was the funnest episode we do. Like, you have one of those on the album, like a song like that was the funnest song I get to record on the album. Yeah, a couple crazy ones on there.
You look like you having fun out of all the songs, so
Yeah,
it's hard
Yeah,
to pick.
to be honest, I had a lot of fun recording Walk and Live.
Walk and Live.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah.
I try and remember. Action was fun.
Yeah,
Action.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun.
Which one you thinking about? You probably know you get one in your brain you thinking about that's fun.
I thinking I like. I don't know how to say it. Is a part two to
Pink did
Oh, Pinkity Wop.
Right? Yeah, like you could tell that.
Pinkity Wop.
You know what I mean?
What's so crazy
Pinkity
about that
Wop,
song
yeah.
is that was originally made for This Is Not a Drill.
Oh, I could see that
I
tune.
could tell, yeah,
I
it's playful like that.
could see it on that tune.
And we ended up not using it for This Is Not a Drill, but I had still really love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just had the hook on it, and my brother had his voice on it, and it was just sitting there for some time, and I was like, yeah, nah.
That's
Yeah, let me see that.
Yeah. The song on My Fire too.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Oh yeah.
That was probably my most fun song.
See that?
recorded.
Are you like having fun on that
Yeah,
one?
that was probably my
True.
most fun song recorded. I tell you what was so dope about that too, recording that, like, and I have to like give Maya her props too. Like, when I work with Maya and we do that song,
Yeah.
track come on, I step in the booth, I start coming up with the parts for my first few lines and thing, and all right, boom, I lay my part down. I say, all right, Maya, you ready? Because we could just go back and forth like through the whole song like that. And she was like, okay, cool. Maya went in the booth. I'll say like maybe like 30 seconds, 45 seconds of her just, and then she was like, all right, go. Beat start. Maya
went
rapped that
crazy.
whole verse down one take. And I ain't there like, wait.
He said, okay. I ain't know it was gonna go like that.
But yo, all of her parts though, like all her parts, she did like that.
Damn.
All
Big up
her
to Maya.
parts.
Yeah, big up to you
Big
for
up to
sure.
Maya.
But I mean, she could get like a lot of music off if it takes you
Yeah.
so little
Yeah.
time to do it like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
crazy.
Yeah, nah, Maya is nice.
Yeah, shout out to Maya for real.
Okay. Well, one more thing I bring up about the album too. You got a song that you been kind of, I ain't gonna say experimenting with, but you introduced this new song a while back. I hear it on SoundCloud, I hear it all over, you check. And like, Badman,
Yeah,
I feel like that's where
man.
it sound like, it's like, yeah, this is it. I gave
So
I was listening to it and I was
Real
like, wait,
bad, man.
why the man ain't rapping, man? Why the man sing? Okay, I say.
yeah, so with Badman, Badman almost didn't make it.
What?
What you like?
that.
Swear to you.
Interview.
But let me tell you why. In fair honesty, I have a whole project of songs that sonically sounds and like Badman.
Yeah, okay.
Why singing in that different style.
Yeah.
So Badman was for that project.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, ain't enough songs for women.
Oh, well, thank you for thinking about us. I
know?
appreciate it.
I was like,
Thank you.
I was like, it ain't enough songs on it for women. So I was like, Badman would be a good one that I think would still fit.
Yeah.
And then the reason Ungrateful make it is because I played the album for somebody and they heard Badman and they were like, yo, Timo, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Crazy.
That might be the smash on your album, bro. And I say, you think so? He went, yeah, bro. So after I walk away from that, I say, Badman is the only song on the album where he's singing in that style.
Yeah.
I should have at least one more. So then I was like, let me try to figure out what could work. And then what I had like about Ungrateful was just the perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I talking to a girl, but it ain't like a love song, nor is it a breakup song.
Yeah.
It's just, directly telling a girl, you ungrateful, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I done took you from Cinderella to a bad thing.
Yeah.
And you still gonna complain about the wall and
They don't give you the moon, man.
yeah. And originally I was writing a song for somebody else to sing. And then after I was done with it, I was like, who gonna sing it? And then I couldn't really figure out like who I could send this to that I think could sing this.
Yeah.
And then after a while I was like, I can just keep it for myself.
I'm so glad,
I'm glad
you
you
kept
keep
it for
it.
yourself.
And I be saying, man, the check, so like the B-sides go hard, so like,
Yeah.
these one slap for sure.
Yeah. And then it was going to be like less songs. And then for me, I was just like, usually when I put out projects, I'll shoot some videos. And this time I was just like, I ain't shooting no videos. I ain't even promoting. I dropping an album. I just going to put out an album, 15 songs.
Yeah.
And it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this has been received like my best body of work.
That's good.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I still every day I get calls about this album and is
It's fuego.
But thank you for squeezing this interview in.
It's fuego.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't already know that.
yeah, no, it's love, man, and it's much appreciated, So and I listen, I actually on a mission. Like I on a mission.
Yeah.
And I said this top of the year when I dropped Stepping Out Hot. I say all 2025, I just laying there, I know I setting a tone of how this year going to be.
Yeah.
So it's like I have so much more that I about to do, like
that?
musically.
Here it is, man. It's
You know
Y'all
what I mean?
heard it here. He got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
He about to come out with more
Yes.
hit after hit, fire
Yes.
after fire.
Hope I already say no
Yeah.
joke.
I'm
And
ready.
I have a lot of music, and I was starting to get real tired of the music not being out for the people and only me being able to listen to the music.
Right,
and then
right.
I done tired of listening to the music now at this point. And then I feel like any much longer, then I would have been over the music. And then it would have never get out to the people. And I was like, that people got to hear this.
You know, and
Thank you for letting us hear it.
on a quick side note, you know, the man ever tell you music, you gotta send it my way.
People to sing the song.
Open a special Dropbox just for you.
Yeah.
You got mail, man.
I can sing.
Man, I don't want to hear this song no more, man. Take this fuck from me, man. I hate that. Bump the heck that, you know what I mean? So I think it's a perfect time to introduce the What You Mean.
Yeah, so we got a segment on this show called What You Mean. So it's basically where we take lyrics from your song, tell it to you, and you basically gotta tell us about what you meant by that. Or like
What you
basically
mean by
what inspired that line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's like a rap genius type of vibe. So we get some, we collect some, and we gonna play the game.
What craziness did I say?
You ain't say nothing crazy, man.
Hey, oh yeah. So I was so for pick it up, I was with your mother. She belonged to the hood. That's why everybody on the tough lover. You go break that one up.
Yeah, what you mean,
Because
man?
when you say that, what you mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean?
So
Like,
what I mean is, at some point in time, I was with somebody's mother.
right.
Yeah.
Period.
Right.
Yeah, your mother.
Yeah, your mother.
And
Yo, mother.
Your mother.
might not have necessarily been yours, but yours though, she belonged to the hood, the reason everyone on the tough lover.
Oh, shit. Okay. Thank you.
You know?
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for breaking that one down.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
At a time.
You know? And it was a time.
It was that thing.
It was a time.
What a time.
Hey, so like, for our career, I branded to talk about this one thing. I feel that's a good one to bring up. 'Cause everybody know how for this. So you saying Pink did it up. No discrimination to the skate them. What do you mean by that?
So, even the skets need love.
Everybody deserves some love.
Let me find out. We dialing 1-800-SKETTY love.
Like, let me tell
No
you the flip. Let me tell you the
No
flip.
discrimination.
Let me tell you the flip side to it. Every woman don't want a bad man,
True.
True.
but then again, every woman don't want a simp.
That's true.
True.
We all need love.
Yeah, I need love.
All us.
Every last one are we.
You know what I mean?
No discrimination there.
We don't discriminate, and with the Green Podcast, you know what I'm saying? Everybody.
So listen to the skits. We listen. We love you.
We love you.
Okay? If then listen to me. Look
You
at
didn't know before.
Look at me. We love you, okay? We do.
For the bottom of our soul.
If your name is Betty and you Sketty, I love you.
Yes. Okay. Know that.
Hey, that's crazy, dog. Irie. So, as the legend as you is, right? We get this one lyric from your latest. I'm still sending shots. Boy, I don't think it's free throws.
Finish it. Put them boys in retirement. Like who?
Huh?
Like who?
D-Rose.
D-Rose. Don't play around.
So I hate that D-Rose had to catch that stray because I actually love D-Rose
Shout
as a
out to
player.
D-Rose, man.
Facts.
He's such a legend, man.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really nothing directed at nobody specific. Is like when you're a rapper and you really a rapper, you consider yourself that.
Yeah.
Not just somebody that making rap songs, but like a rapper.
Yeah.
You have to be witty. You have to say slick, clever stuff.
Yeah.
You have to be challenging.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, for me, I try my best to just say things that could either poke the bear a little bit or, just the ooh, ah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Factor.
shit.
You know
Catch
what I
your
mean?
attention.
I want to say things that will make you say, wait, hold on, wait, what? No, wait, you gotta run that back. You know what I mean? Oh, wait, hold on, who he talking about?
Yeah.
And it's like, if you feel it's about you, then it's about you.
Yeah. I can love holla.
Yeah,
I feel
because,
it.
yeah.
I feel it.
I got you, man. I get one. This one is for intermission. So the odds may be against you. The odds may be against you.
The odds might be against you when telling people your plans them. That's why I mentally jot it down with a black pen.
Yeah, man. But I was like, you to rap it, you check like. I was like, you to
read it, but he trying to flow into the same thing.
Damn, like how I could put it.
You want to fuck this up, you know, like
with a black pen, you check.
Yeah.
Period.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so it's you know, I pro Caribbean, I pro black, so is actually a double entendre. When I say a black pen, is actually just black thought, black mind, black power, just you know what I mean. Yeah, you know, is really you know, you could goat mouth yourself,
right?
You know, going around telling everybody what your plans is, and you know, God said tell him your plans, and you laugh at you like, you know.
No, for real
so you know your plans is your plans. Once you know the plan is all about execution, really, you know, and that whatever your plan is, that should be between you and God.
No, I feel that, man. Yeah, a lot of times
That's true.
I was close to like success and close to like a dream or a goal that I was trying to accomplish, and I tell people, I got people telling them before it actually come to, you know, fruition, actually complete or whatever, and then it just ain't fall through. So it's like that happen. You never know who really want you to win. You know what I'm saying? And then you mixing up. You come into them man with good vibes, like
good energy.
And it's like, sometimes they ain't want to see you win. They want to see you do good, man.
And you know what's so crazy? Surprisingly, it would be people that it ain't even necessarily that they don't want to see you win. They just hate seeing you be ahead of them.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's an unconscious thing.
Yeah.
Like they don't even really know how to explain that's what it is they're experiencing and what they're dealing with. You know what I mean? But
that shit could get deep. Like you could take the heck out of it back to slavery days.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But
classroom days.
It's very interesting. Look, it's a genuine thing. Like me, like if I about to do something that I think will be monumental or dope, I gonna want to tell the people I love because it's like excited for me.
To be real,
like,
I don't do that.
Oh damn!
Like I learned that lesson. I really don't do stuff like that. Like if it's something that is like publicly known business stuff that I have going on,
I understand
I
that.
got posted, shared, but like my personal stuff
personal success.
When I pop, so when I first came down here, I came down here to work on my soda company because I have a soda company that's supposed to be coming out soon.
Oh, congrats!
Trying to hurry up.
That's
Thank
lit.
You.
Yeah,
I know, and I really got into it because the soda companies, they make millions of dollars. Like once it gets up and running and it's established and people want it and they're interested. And I remember,
yes, sir.
Oh,
Drink
I can't wait! I'm sending out
so.
samples. Okay, so like, please.
Got you.
So I remember when I was doing some holiday event last year. I don't know if it was Thanksgiving. I think it was around Thanksgiving. And I came out with the samples for everybody. Everybody was like, oh my God, I didn't know you was doing this. And I was like, I didn't tell anybody. And everybody's like, I'm so proud of you. Like, we didn't even know you were going to bring these today. And I have a vlog of me I have a vlog of me sitting down, making them, filling them. I'm in the closet of the event. And I'm like, I'm so nervous. Oh my God. Like, I recorded the whole thing. And I'm like, this is I'm an artist in my craft, not musically, with my other business, and I'm nervous about my shit. Like I was nervous.
I feel.
Nah, that's part of it, dude. But I tell you what, the nervous is good, right?
I was like, oh, I like it.
This is how I look at things in life. Like, if it makes you nervous, like something that you're trying to accomplish, if it makes you nervous or it makes you somewhat like uncomfortable, embrace that.
Okay.
Like embrace it 100%. You know what I mean? Because, you know, like, again, you have to dare to be different, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, if you remain in the same place, then, you know, there's no growth in that.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, dare to be different at all costs, bro.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So they just grabbing a bunch of gems.
That's why I'm saying.
That's great
dropping,
advice.
You know what I'm saying?
I was in the closet at
grabbing
the
it.
event, like, I'm so nervous. Oh my God, I hope they like it. And I'm like recording this to be like when I look back and be like, this is the first time I did a pop out. You know?
Yeah. And you know, sometimes we human, right? So in most cases, it's hard to receive a L as a lesson.
I received the L's.
You know what I mean?
It'd be
Speaking
tough,
of L's,
but you know.
Speaking of L's, just to bring me back to the game a little bit. Speaking of L's, right? You got a lyric that you said, how you spending on a girl that he ain't give you wife yet in intermission.
I was wondering about that too, you know.
So speaking of L's, because you mentioned L's, you check say why?
Yo, these simps, man.
These simps,
Yeah, Sydney
Life
talking about
lessons.
man.
These simps out here changing the game,
Oh
man.
God, they've changed it again.
And I was like, yo, like, first of all, like, different topic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, you know, when it comes to man and woman, that's supposed to be like a natural, organic thing on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No money involved. No,
No,
you know what I mean? No,
Yeah,
none
it's
of
not
that
about the
stuff.
money, y'all.
And don't get me wrong, like it might come with some going out and you know, you
Yeah.
take her out and that's part of it. Like as
Yeah,
men,
yeah.
that's
A
part
date,
of it.
we
Yeah.
like it's a courting.
Yes,
It's
yes,
courting.
yes.
Sure, for
you know what I
sure.
mean? That's part of it. But like all the extra simp stuff
Yeah.
is like, yo, what are we doing, bro?
Tone it down.
You don't have to do all of that, you know.
Yeah.
Like most. Now, I will tell you this. I feel like for men, you need to find a good woman that's on the same page, you know, that you're on. Because the thing about it is, there is a lot of women who want to just use you for your money. And there is a lot of women who, before you can even date them, see them, give them any wife, they want to see what you can do for them. Stop going for them girls. Find you a nice girl who
Too much of
you
it.
could take a walk on a park.
Yeah,
like you
Timo said, gotta
can
be
just
an
enjoy
organic
time
babe.
together and get to know each other without having to simp before you get the wife.
Yeah.
But my question is, why he gotta get a wife to simp?
I don't think that's what he was saying. You know?
I know by saying like,
No.
is it bad
You
if you
confusing
being a
simping and
simp
courting.
if you didn't get the wife?
Well, you
Being a
just
simp, period.
Oh,
it's bad. It's just bad.
Because this is man talk. I like, well, you know,
Yeah, being a
do you
simp,
gotta get this wife first
period.
for you to
Like,
start
like,
simping?
and mine
Don't
is a
simp.
difference between like,
boy, they keep say organic. you know.
yeah, and it's a difference between a good guy, a nice guy, and a
And
simp.
a simp, yeah.
Like a simp is like,
Oh, teach me something today. I'm a girl. I want to know.
yo, these
I ain't married yet. Give me some advice.
these simps is almost like. You ever see the movie Yes Man?
Of course, yeah, yes, and they made him have to keep, every time he,
Yes, 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 and they get to a point where it's like they actually enjoy it. You know what I mean? And it's like, wait, hold on, you done warped that far that you enjoying this now, bro?
Yeah.
Because you're not
That's
supposed to be.
crazy.
It's like, hold on,
That's
nah.
soft ain't work, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you just literally like what you're saying. You just doing
Yeah.
too much. You know,
Yeah.
you take away. Messing
The
up,
chase
freaking
real
up
in
the
life,
game,
you know what I
man.
mean? You're supposed to chase, you get what I'm saying? But you're going to find something that's organic, you know what I mean? Somebody that's for you.
Yeah,
Go for that. Don't fight for something that ain't yours, man. You know what I mean?
I don't feel like I want to be chased. I want us to just be on the same speed.
Okay, when I said chase, I mean like I see you, I like you. Let me actually try to get you and not try to use things to get you. You know what I mean? Let me not try to trick.
Oh,
and just
that's
give
the
you
worst
money.
thing to do
You
with
get what
me.
I'm
Do
saying?
not try to use money to get with me. Do
Or
not try to
whatever.
use.
Yeah, episode with Timo coming
Like-
on, man. Like you like Timo, like you know what I mean? Like,
Don't,
you,
don't
you get what I'm
tell
saying?
me like, don't be telling me what you could do for me.
Yeah.
Like, tell me.
Yeah, I'm saying,
I want to
like,
know that you're a good
yeah.
person. Can you be nice? Are you
There you
gonna
go.
talk to me nice when you're upset? Like, just
Yeah.
don't use
Yo,
money to try to get to me.
values.
we live in such a scary time.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like the
Probably.
dating aspect of things. Like, you know, at the end of it all, right? Don't mind none of them, dude or gal. Even the gal them that might be doing the OnlyFans thing and the independent getting their own money. Everybody want love.
Yeah.
Everyone. Even the ones that don't know it yet. At some point, when they do figure out that that's what's missing,
Yeah.
they crave it, they desire it at some point.
Yeah,
And you know, love is so jaded today by all these other things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Social
You know,
media,
and
everything.
it make you think that everything else is way more important. But everything else can be replaced.
That's true.
Everything else. You know, but like a real love, and not like you thought you had real love and then, you know, you had a little fight here and there and you were like, nah, fuck this shit. I'm out. Yeah, I'm done with this nigga. Fuck this girl. Like, nah. Real love is that shit where no matter what you go through, no matter what it is, you fight through it. You love through it. But you stick through it no matter what. You know what I mean?
That's real love.
And that, I could promise you that there
That's amazing.
is absolutely 100% guaranteed something very beautiful on the other side. You know what I mean? But not everybody's built for that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Some people say they want that,
They be ready
but
to
they ain't really want that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people really want to be in control of their own destiny in every aspect, literally. You know what I mean? So it's like some things you just have to allow God to do His work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then,
That's
you know, what's supposed to be will be. If it ain't, God doing His work, He will show you. He will tell you. You know, so simple things, you know?
The man just dropping gem.
This is
Gem,
amazing
gem,
advice.
gem. Like,
Like-
the man is like big brother. Like,
Yeah.
I get you. Like, I've been through this whole life. I get one more for the What You Mean, right? So on intermission, you say start a label, and I bid a little bit more than I could. Let me start to.
I start a label
and
I
I
talk a little more than I could chew.
I wish
Yes.
my
Father were here because
He would have. He always know what to do. He would have tell me, Timo, you's the only one stopping you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I start a label, and you know, it sound cool saying it out loud, right? But and I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
You know, don't get me wrong. Like I am extremely proud of it.
For sure.
It's something that I know, you know, my father would have been extremely proud of as well. But it comes with a lot.
yeah,
Not just like the financial part of it, which is a huge part of it, but the many different personalities
Right.
with having multiple artists.
Right.
That's true.
You know, and I understood walking into it, you know what I mean? But it still don't make it easy.
yeah,
You know, so you know, you try your best, you do the best that you can with what you have, with the knowledge that you have. And sometimes, you know, you can't please everyone.
yeah,
This don't go for like all my artists, but a few of them, you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to necessarily say like we bump heads, but you know, we probably didn't agree on everything. But that's part of it.
yeah.
That's a part of
Right?
the journey.
And for me, in the end, it was hard for me because I really just try and help.
Yeah.
I really want to see everybody win. Like, even when you think about artists that ain't signed to me, I've done features with a plethora of artists
sure.
that's
Yeah.
not
So if
signed
you-
to me
yeah.
that I've never charged.
Yeah.
None of them. Not one of them. Ain't none of them could tell you, yeah, Timo charged me X amount of dollars for this
Crazy.
voice.
Whoa.
Legend.
None
for
of them-
free.
That's a
Whoa.
beautiful thing. Thank you
Crazy.
for
Whoa.
helping because you know
Yeah.
the struggle,
That's
the
dope.
journey.
Whoa.
That's
everything.
dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's real. That's
That's
real.
real.
Shit.
You know, so yeah, so having a label of your own independently, try and run it, is a lot of work, you know, and it's very time consuming too, as far as just as your life goes. Like it really consumes a lot of time in your life. So you know, I want a space try and juggle balancing the label, writing songs. I had kind of stepped back from releasing music and myself, so I could kind of focus on the label and the artist and stuff. And you know, I get to a place where I was very overwhelmed, and I was like, I ain't gonna be able to help people in the way that I know that I can if I ain't good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You ain't stretched thin.
Yeah, so you know, I had to kind of fall back a bit and kind of regroup, and now I had a way better place now, and you know, still care a lot about the artists that I have on my label, and I doing what I can for all of them, and you know,
It's a beautiful thing.
No,
Yeah.
but still, at the end of the day, it's a beautiful journey. You know what I mean? Like, that's still big at the end of the day.
It's huge.
Don't know, man.
Yeah.
The journey gonna be like, it gonna have some bumps and a couple little pothole, you know what I mean? If you want to bring up the roads back home and things.
yeah,
You
man.
gotta still keep driving, you know?
And yo, let me also say this too. I want to give some insight on the average consumer or artist from the Virgin Islands specifically that thinks you just move to the States, go to the studio and be in a session, and Future might be in the studio, and you get to rap your voice, and then you get signed, and then your life change.
Yeah.
Like, you know, me and my brother, we tell our stories so many times. But beyond the story, like, none of this is overnight. Whatever is for you is for you.
Right.
Whatever is for me is for me.
Yeah.
A lot of the times we block our own blessings by trying to fight or pull the person in front of us down.
Right.
And it's an unconscious thing too. You know what I mean? We so busy looking at the person next to us that we feel could help us or we feel could take us to the next level. But the reality is that might not be the plan that God have for you.
That's real.
And
That's fucked.
not because that person ain't taking you to the next level in the way that you feel that they could.
Right.
Not necessarily in a way that they actually could. In the way that you think they could.
Yeah.
Not because that person ain't taking you to the next level, make them the devil.
That's true.
It's a lot of things that are being placed and in behind the scenes, behind closed doors that you don't know, you don't see about, that is out of our control.
Yeah.
Out of a lot of people control. It's like we live in an era where artists in the Virgin Islands specifically, that outside of like the soca and reggae Caribbean music,
Yeah.
that's still thinking I could release music, put it on the internet, and it could go viral. And I could get a deal. It don't work like that.
Yeah, I don't know about that though.
Yeah, how come Timo never repost my stuff?
Yeah.
And if I repost it and then nothing happened,
Yeah.
Timo's still a piece of shit?
You check?
Yeah.
Then I don't repost it. Timo is a piece of shit.
You
Yeah.
can't win for losing.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like, so I repost it, and then you get 5 more that you reaching out about asking me to repost.
Yeah.
And I ain't repost them.
Yeah.
It's a piece of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a lose-lose no matter
Yeah.
what you do.
Did it?
Like I could sit here and tell you like, and I hate doing this, you know.
Yeah.
I hate doing this, but I have to do it.
Yeah, for sure. You have
And
to.
I have to do it because sometimes you get tired of people thinking they could talk shit.
Right.
Almost every VI artist, almost, you name them, they have been in the studio with me and my brother for free. I've never charged any of them.
That's crazy.
If you ask them, they would tell you.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say no names because I don't want shit to start going left
Yeah, no, no,
I believe
in
you.
conversations outside of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just saying like almost every last one of them, bro, have been in the studio with me and my brother, been around us. If they ain't been in the studio around my brother, they've been in the studio around me.
Right.
I never charged them. I bun can with them. Me never, yeah, you gotta give me a little change. No,
Yeah.
no. What's mine is yours. If you in here with me, you's a VI man.
VI man.
It ain't enough for us
Right.
try and help our people them.
It's
Talk
bad.
it.
I's one of them on the front line, bro.
Talk it.
Been.
I on the front line.
Yeah.
Even those that are talk shit, I've helped them too.
Respect.
Yeah.
And they will tell you.
Yeah.
And if they ain't telling you, they're lying.
Yeah.
And, true
And the
mother
people
stuff.
around them would tell you, yeah, bro, he capping.
Yeah.
'Cause I was there when Timo do this or say this or extend this olive branch or this hand or this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, for me, it'll be them things where, and we ain't hard people to get in touch with.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like, you know when people clouting
Yeah.
versus when it's something real.
Right.
You know, and anybody that feel something negative towards me, my brother, anybody in our circle, to go online and speak negative about a VI person that proud about a VI, repping the VI.
Repping it,
Honestly, again, out here on the front line fighting for VI people, bro.
Yeah.
You hear my On the Radar freestyle, bro?
Yeah.
But I was
I
fire.
start my fuck with big VI energy.
Yeah.
Fucks.
In the middle of it, VI in this mother skunk, don't act like your ears them broke.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I on the front line waving the VI flag, bro.
No.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Any VI person that I could help in any way, even if it's just a conversation, advice, pointing you in the right direction, whatever it may be, I'd try. You can't help everybody, so then you're gonna always have somebody
gonna always
that
yeah.
want to say negative or
Yeah,
think
but,
negative, and that's part of it. But when I have the opportunity to speak on a platform like this, I'm gonna say these things because it's necessary for people to understand. Because they may not have caught the older interviews.
Right.
They might be up to speed now. There's a new generation now that watching RU that probably wasn't watching them older interviews.
Right.
So for the new generation that watching RU, note Timo is a proud VI man. I am on the front line every day fighting for VI people, boss. VI artists, VI people in every way.
Crazy.
Respect.
Wow.
You could have come Babylon and just do whatever, but you stay true to your VI roots, period.
Well,
I
it's
love
right.
that
So,
about
like,
you. Could have do anything you just say.
The man went on the radar straight Virgin Island accent.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he ain't to say
God.
he can't, ain't to say, you know, people like, they can't stop rapping in the VI. He ain't to say he can't rap.
He could do both,
He could
of
do
course.
both. But he choose, you know what I mean, to go straight
And
Virgin
just
Island.
to take it even further, just to tell you how pro VII is. The beat was produced by Deli Banger. And he's a
Okay.
VI man.
Shout out to Delhi, we love you.
See that there?
Born on a plane, produced by Deli Banger.
I love me
Yes,
some
sir.
Delhi banger for sure.
I am in the studio with Deli like every day, every other day, making music.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Deli producing a lot of that stuff. Like I've been working with this new artist named Sad Boy from Toronto. A lot of the stuff all the stuff that I've been able to contribute for her, Deli produced all of it. I also been working with an artist from Jamaica named Tash Alexander.
Okay.
Amazing talent, bro. Wow. Amazing singer. And me and Deli been doing all of this. A VI man.
Oh, yeah.
Mine, I have relationship with big producers, bro. Atlanta producer. I could have linked any one of these, man.
Yeah.
And mine, I saying Deli, but it's other VI producers that we have coming up to show up and be a part of this.
Yeah.
Like Tariq, a VI man. Jiran, a VI man. He's a songwriter from VI. Lalik, a VI gal. These is the people them that I have around me. Every day when I walk in, VI people.
Okay.
That's real.
Respect.
The man taking the village
fucking
way.
respect, man.
Yeah, I crazy. I start fucking playing with
I
Timo.
wonder,
You know what I'm
is it
saying?
the Lalik from Tola or no?
No, Lalik
Different
from
one.
Yeah, Lalik from Rock.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, if I rock.
Yes. I
yeah.
seen.
And she's a songwriter. Fire.
At the end of the day, dog, don't stop. You know what I mean? All these men discourage you. They fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Yeah,
you the
no,
realest.
you know
You
what I
can't
mean? That's
don't
real.
let
Use
that.
that
You the
Tim, right?
realest.
And you use that Tim, right? I mean, like, Tim Duncan is a Tim as well. I show this man
You
to
like-
feel the same. Because, hey,
Hey,
no, wait.
What's
I try to crack a joke. But wait, for real. No, because I see people online talking shit about Tim Duncan too. And then Tim Duncan don't do a bunch of stuff. But he don't have no social media. So a lot of people won't know.
Yeah.
You check what he's
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So the fact that Timo could come on our platform now and just let everybody know, shut a little light, like, hey, I don't see much, you know what I mean? Especially when the negativity flying all over the place and it's just cool. But now I talking, this is a podcast. You're talking on a podcast. I can let I know what the fuck really going on.
Give them the real.
Because I had the front line. And the fact that you doing this, like, dude, this so beautiful, dad, because you literally, like, you could have retired 10 years ago type shit. And you still here doing what you gotta do. You know what I mean? And that's love.
Don't retire.
And
That's
giving
tough.
back to the people.
No, that's a different type of love.
Like it's to a point where it's been some sessions where people would call me and invite me to come work, and I would say, "Who's the producer?" And they would say such and such, and I would say, "If Deli can't come, I ain't doing it.
Whoa.
If one of my guys can work with whoever this producer is, I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
That's real.
That's love.
That's love.
I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You don't have to,
No,
but-
you ain't
Mine-
got to.
But it's respect.
Deli don't ask me to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not outside of the fact that that's my friend,
Yeah.
he's a VI man, yo.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, yo, like again, it ain't enough of us in the position to be able to like really actually help and provide real opportunities for VI people.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, yo, like I am all for the VI movement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even when I talk about the rappers, like, some rappers, all they talk about is murder, kill. And I was like, yo, some of them songs I actually do like, so I can't even like sit here and be like,
be like
but when it becomes, that's all you talking about, my boy.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. And this is a huge part of it. Caribbean 101. You think on Caribbean culture as far back as history as you want to go. And when you think about our music mostly signifies God, love, partying, dancing, and then a little later on, then we start getting, like bad man music.
Yeah.
But even with the bad man music, we still have a lot of music that's about love, God, partying. So when your music is nothing but pure bad man talk, you gotta think about St. Thomas specifically, 32 square miles.
Yeah, small.
Our community, everybody know everybody, and it's like family oriented. So you think about when you are, let's say, it's like a block party.
Right.
Everybody outside. All
Yeah.
the kids outside playing music. What music you playing? Artists mad because, DJs ain't playing my music.
Yeah.
I wish I could have played your music,
Yeah.
but dog, even if you had a clean version,
Yeah. It's
still
yeah.
too edgy for me to play this.
Yeah,
Imagine me
facts.
playing at a school party.
Right.
They'd be
Right.
talking about
Where
all
does
kind of
any
stuff.
of this fit in this playlist of stuff that I gonna play?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you think about that, in my mind, I was like, you already losing.
Yeah.
Not because your music ain't good.
Yeah.
The music might be lit for
It needs
real.
to be playable. It needs to be versatile enough to actually play on the radio or around a amount of
You have to talk about
ages,
something
people,
else.
races.
Yeah.
You have to be realistic about where you at. I know that you influenced by what the hip hop community and what happening in America, but St. Thomas ain't America.
Yeah.
I know we
Yeah.
might be U.S. territory and all, but St. Thomas is St. Thomas, bro. That's a Caribbean.
Yeah.
It's a different place.
Yeah.
So you have to be realistic about where you at and who you speaking to, who you making music for.
Yeah.
You making music for America? I doubt it.
Nah, they
Yeah,
don't really
facts.
portray them.
No fucks.
You making music for people that talk like you.
That's true.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's Caribbean people, which starts with where you at St. Thomas or St. Croix or the BVI. You know what I mean? And you got to think again about our community there. Again, me saying to not make your bad man music. If you're a bad man, speak your truth, bro.
Yeah.
Speak your truth. I will never tell you not to. Speak your truth. But that ain't the only thing you live in. That ain't the only thing you going through. You have a mother? You love your mother, right? Most black men love their mom and their grandmom. No song about your mom? Their mama, nothing? Ain't none of these VI rappers yet saying, Peanut do it. What he say in Grammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just win a Grammy.
Yeah.
Do this here for my granny.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, come on, bro. Like, I don't love our granny. I don't love our aunties.
Yeah.
I don't love our sister.
Yeah.
Like, I don't ride or die for our sister.
Yeah.
What that tune at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you been through pain outside of bad man pain? I ain't been through real pain. Things that make you cry that you probably only share with the gal that is the love of your life. That's the only person I know. That's the only person that see you cry. You too afraid to share that with the world, bro. But you claim you's a bad man.
You gotta be able to open it up, you know what I mean? You gotta be able to get vulnerable and you gotta talk about the things you love, you know what I mean? That's important. You
and
check
just
it, you
like
show the
you said.
diversity. You show the versatility, you check
Yeah.
it. And that's why at the end of the day, I gotta check out this my album.
That's what make it so personal. Because your album is personal. You're talking about things
Like
that's close to
the
you.
man literally
Gotta pick
giving
it
you
up,
all
like how you
that.
pick up the
Yes.
billboard, man.
Cause the man could talk
Nah,
about
man.
slapping a motherfucker, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, them actually talking real shit about real life and what's going on and check like.
Rewire on mine a little bit.
Yeah,
Wash your brain a
we
little
gotta
bit
grow
with
as
the
music, we just gotta grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
Timo, man, it been great. Good
Thanks for
vibes,
having
good
me.
vibes, man. That was a perfect way to end the pod too. Like you just literally, you know what I mean, just tell it. You leave in the pod with
message.
even more gems, more advice, more guidance, and we love that type of shit. Here
Yeah,
on this
man.
platform, here on With the Grain, we all about inspiration. We all about journeys. You know what I mean. We start here, we going here. You know what I
Yeah,
mean. So
man.
you fall right in line with the things you were saying
Facts.
definitely on this
Facts.
episode, brother. So,
Hell yeah. And I gonna say this too. I wish I had nothing but the best with this podcast. And God willing, I'm looking forward to see, where I'm gonna be a year from now. Maybe even less than a year from now. Because again, when I tell you I am on the front line for VI people, like I really want to see how you win. Like it ain't much
love
VI
you guys.
podcasts. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, I love to see it, man.
Thank
And
you.
I think what I'm doing is amazing and it's really, really dope and cool for our community and for our culture. And I looking forward to see all the future interviews that I'm going to do and all the amazing VI talent that I'm going to have
Great.
on our platform. And I'm going to be tuning in
Hey,
to all of
appreciate
it.
that.
Thank
Hey.
you.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
no,
see
we
the
can't
course,
stop.
man.
Timo said don't stop. No, we can't
No,
stop.
Can't
we
stop.
can't really stop.
No,
Even if
can't.
you wanted to, can't stop. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you head into the gym and you're like, nah, maybe tomorrow. Nah, you gotta
Nah,
keep going.
you gotta go.
Keep going.
Yeah, you gotta take more course, son. You can't F that up. You know what I'm saying?
Never that.
No, for sure.
Timo, you could bust a quick shout out. Anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah,
quick
anybody you
before
want
we
to
leave?
shout out.
Shit.
Shout out to my niece Cameron, my niece Jasmine, my nephew Amir, my nephew Nico, and my nephew Kane.
Okay.
And happy birthday to my other niece Kennedy. She make birthday tonight.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Kennedy.
Yes. We're gonna take a shot for you later, Ken.
Yes. And you know, all the kids, man, and my family, my mother, if she watching, I love you, mommy. You already know. And all the VI people, you know, it's love. And you know, we're gonna continue waving this VI flag around the world until the whole world know that we
we
exist and
Yeah.
we're making moves out here.
We here. Yo.
Hey.
VA for life, man.
Yes.
Be on your life.